Yeah, guys and girls, welcome back to another video of mine on my YouTube channel, on the Anthony Kenneth Bishop channel. It's Sunday the 17th of December and we've got another Blu-ray hauls buy of some of the actual Blu-rays that I bought recently or not recently, and some I bought in the past and haven't really got to watch, because some of them are actually, I've got a couple here which are sealed up, like Minority Report with Tom Cruise. I haven't seen that yet. It's supposed to be a really good sort of like science fiction sci-fi film, but anyway, let's get down to it. So I bought this one, I think it was like a couple weeks going back, from the CEX store. So these, some of them are CEX store buys or must have. Actually, there we go, that's fine. So yeah, oh, my mum's choking to death at the background again. Anyway, this is, I think this is like the third sort of video I've done on some, oh, and I'll be back in a bit. I just said to my mum to be on her best behaviour this time, because every time I'm doing a video, especially on Blu-ray movies, she wants to get involved and intervene by farting. You dirty bastard.
Stop telling lies.
What? You dirty fucking bastard.
It's you.
What? How dare you? How dare you? Right, I hope you've got a solicitor. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take you to court.
You even done it in a supermarket today, and I have to tell you to get out.
Hey, how dare... No, that wasn't me.
That
must have been one of the customers in there. Cheeky bastard.
Yeah.
No, cheeky bastard. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to take you to court, you bastard.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys and girls, welcome back to another video. So I got another Blu-ray film for you. Apparently, Martin Scorsese picture. Says a film by Martin Scorsese. He actually makes a lot of good films, actually. I haven't seen this, but I bought this in 3D because I thought it's worth the £2.50 mark that I bought. And that is Hugo. And apparently it says, welcome to a magical world of spectacular adventure when wily and resourceful Hugo discovers a secret left by his father. He unlocks a mystery and embarks on a quest that will transform those around him and lead to a safe and loving place he can call home. Academy Award winning filmmaker Martin Scorsese invites you to experience a thrilling journey that critics are calling the stuff that dreams are made of. Peter Travers, Rolling Stone. Shoot the Moon, the making of Hugo. I'm not too sure if I've already done sort of like a video on this already on my previous two videos of my film collections or Blu-ray collections. But I want to watch this in 3D at some point. I've got the PlayStation VR headset up there in the corner. All I have to do is put it to my PlayStation 4 Pro and connect it, and I can just watch that without actually connecting it to a TV. So that's just fantastic. It's got like bonus materials on it. Apparently full HD 3D TVs you can be compatible with. Has to be compatible with 3D glasses. Which the actual PlayStation VR headset actually does have. And also a Blu-ray 3D player and a high-speed HDMI cable. So I think like HDMI 2.0 or higher will actually work that, as well as 4K it works full. But I played this on my LG, I think it's like Blu-ray player I got down there. It's an LG Smart 3D technology built in, so makes the actual picture quality better. I would say, to be honest, Blu-ray players compared with the the Xbox players, Blu-rays are just fantastic. I think it's because they are made for the decent players, and they're not with the Xbox. They're just fantastic for Xbox games. But Blu-ray players, I don't know why, it seems sharper for some reason. It seems more clearer, the sound's better. and it's indirect, like cute with it, so it makes it fantastic. So basically, with this disc, that is the disc right there that you actually get. So that's a nice sort of picture with, I believe, I don't know who that is. I believe that little boy there is called Hugo, and £2.50 for a 3D Blu-ray movie. That is just fantastic, and I think it's more like, yeah, sort of a good film, I would presume. I like animated films, and I like Toy Story. Toy Story was actually fantastic for me. It was one of the best, like, trilogy films ever, and they did, like, sort of in between sort of Christmas specials, and also I like Shrek movies as well, which I want to get at some point. I want to get the Shrek entire collection, because I used to watch his back in the days. Now, I'm a big fan of A Turtle's Tale. I watched this years gone back, and Finding Nemo and all that kind of stuff, because that's all animated films are absolutely just amazing, especially with the voicing and the acting on it and stuff. Just actually quite fun for kids, but it's also fun for adults as well, if you kind of like the sort of animation side of things. So yeah, so we got here, we have a, I think it's called Turtle's Tale, and that is the side there as well. This is actually done by Studio Canal, or Canal. What is it? Optimum Home Entertainment. This is in shell shocking 3D. This is a 3D version, and this actually cost me £2.50 as well, and I presume this would be good as well. A Turtle's Tale: Sammy's Adventures is an epic global adventure story, an animated family feature made spectacularly real with eye-popping 3D. Sammy is a young sea turtle whose search for his first lost love, a fellow hatchling named Shelly. Hey, Shelly the turtle, that'd be hilarious. Takes him on a marathon voyage across the 7 seas to the furthest corners of the earth. In a world under increasing threat from environmental pollution, where the oceans are a battleground between the forces of nature and mankind, can Sammy the Sea Turtle complete his dangerous 50-year mission to find 50 years to find his soulmate Shelly and the happiness they deserve. The thrills, because I think, is it turtles? I think they can live up to like 100 years or something. So that's pretty cool. They deserve the thrills and comical spills are brought to the screen by director Ben Stanson. Fly Me to the Moon, with the help of a top-class British voice cast starring Dominic Cooper, Mamma Mia, Gemma Arterton, Centurions, Clash of the Titans, John Hurt, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Kevin Novak, Phone Jacker, and Robert Sheehan. Misfits includes 3D, the 2D versions on both Blu-ray, and it has the DVD version. So that's that one there, and that's the back of the Turtles one there. Actually, I didn't show you the back of this as well, so that's pretty cool. I like that. There's like that looks like Ben Kingsley, actually. I think, is that Ben Kingsley? Is he actually in this? I think he might be in this, actually, because he's a fantastic actor. I think he played in Gandhi, which is like a sort of a film based in India or something. I think it was like the guard of India, pretty much. Like, not guard, but he was supposed to be the best sort of leader or something of his country at the time. Is it Ben Kingsley? Howard Shaw? What's this? Rob Legato? Sandy Powell? And Dante Ferrari? Jude Law, Ellen Lewis, Randall Imposter, Howard Shore. Visual effects, I don't know what they actually, oh, yeah, Ben Kingsley. There we go, guys and girls. Ben Kingsley also played in the new film version. I forgot what it's called now. Thunderbirds, the new movie version. Absolutely amazing film as well. I don't know if they made one or two of the Thunderbirds movies. I think it was probably the original first movie he played in. Anyway, there's a film, actually a good film, by Disney. I like some Disney films, like Hercules, I think it was one of them. And also another one was Aladdin, with Robin Williams. Absolutely amazing film actor, rest in peace. Just a bloody awesome film actor, great comedian. Some of his like stand-up shows were just fucking out of this world and stuff. Just amazing guy. Also, yeah, I just love Disney. So I bought this. This was pretty flipping cheap. I like the Disney films, and I've never seen this before. For £5, it's just a big steal. And seeming you get this in Blu-ray 3D, also includes the 2D version. I think that is just awesome. Apparently, Walt Disney Animation Studios presents a chilly twist on one of the most humorous and heartwarming stories ever told. It's the best Disney animated movie in almost a decade. So that's just got to be like a really the biggest film out. Every inch an instant classic. Fearlessly optimist, Anna sets off on an epic journey, teaming up with the rugged mountain man Kristoff and his loyal reindeer Sven to find her sister Elsa, whose icy powers have trapped the kingdom of Arcadel in eternal winters, encountering Everest-like conditions, mystical trolls, and a hilarious snowman named Olaf. Anna and Kristoff battle the elements in a race to save the kingdom. Bring home Frozen on Blu-ray 3D high definition, featuring a blizzard of never-before-seen bonus extras with gorgeous animations, memorable characters, and unforgettable music. It is a dazzling fun for the whole family. So it's a family film, so if you guys and girls enjoy these sort of films, if you've watched them, or if you're young, if you're very little and you watch it yourself and you think this is the awesome film, let us know in the comments what you think of it. And yeah, that's the back of it as well. And on this one we have the front of the disc. Unless the 2D version is built in, but there's only one disc it came with, so they must have the 2D version on there as well. I would think so anyway, but there we go. That's the front of the disc. But yeah, £5, I think, for Disney film. That is just astonishing. Actually, fantastic price, actually. And that was from CX Store. I bought that, I think, like last week. Another film I bought the other day. I haven't seen this. I'm actually going to tell you the truth. Never seen this before. Apparently, it's supposed to be a really good film, someone told me. Bought it for £1. American Hustle for £1. That is just a steal. So it's a winner of 3 BAFTAs, 3 winner Golden Globes, Best Picture, brilliant, a thrilling star-studded film, a fictional film set in the alluring world of one of the most stunning scandals to rock our nation. American Hustle tells of a brilliant con man, Irvin Christian Bale, Christian Bale, who, alone with his equally cunning and seductive British partner Sidney Prosser, Amy Adams, is forced to work for a wild FBI agent, Richie DeMasso. Bradley Cooper. DeMasso pushes them into a world of Jersey power brokers and mafia that is as dangerous as it's enchanting. Jeremy Renner, absolutely fantastic film actor. I think he's played in the Avengers films, Jeremy Renner, actually, so he's a good film actor. I think he plays Hawkeye or something. Renner is Carmine Polito, the passionate volatile New Jersey political operator caught between the con artist and feds. Irvine's unpredictable wife, Rosalind. Jennifer Lawrence could be one of to pull the thread that brings the entire world crashing down, like David Zero or David O. Russell's previous films. The Fighter, Silver Linen's Playbook, American Hustle defies genres, hindering on raw emotion and life and death stakes. So yeah, there we go. So that's pretty cool. And there we go. That's the disc one there. That's the main disc at close-in point there. And what else? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And another film. I think I've done this one the other day. If not, this has been new for this one. I bought this one about, I would have said 2 weeks come back. Maybe a little over 2 weeks. I believe I've done this one already. Quentin Tarantino is Iron Fist. Absolutely amazing film. Got the back on there. That's the back of the disc, or the back of the case. And that is the front of the case. Got Russell Crowe in this film as well. Just amazing film. And got Batista, WWE wrestler. Played in actually wrestling. And he's played also, he's a UFC fighter, or MMA fighter as well. He does MMA. Also, he wants, there was talks that he wanted to come back to WWE, but I hope he does. And I hope WWE actually takes away the PG-13, because that's a load of shit. They should be doing like the old original Attitude Era and bring that shit back. That would be awesome. And then we got Russell Crowe from Gladiator. I mean, and we've got Lucy Liu as well from Charlie's Angels, the new versions. And then we've got the guy, I forgot his name now, right there. Played in the World, I think, was it not World Not Enough? Die Another Day, James Bond, 007. As the guy who had like sort of like metal around his face, and they were doing like sort of scanning with his face and all that. And he was like playing a different character. Really good star-studded actually cast in this film. So definitely worth it. And that is the... And then who else is it? What's these stars in this one? Got Russell Crowe, Gun Lee, Lucy Liu, what's this? Byron Main, RZA, Ricky Young or Rick Young. So yeah, pretty cool. That's yeah, that's the disc right there. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I'm a bit of a Batman sort of yeah, I love Batman. I love Batman. The DC universe, just fantastic. I love Arkham City, Arkham Knight, and the Arkham Asylum games. Absolutely just amazing. So I bought this the other day for 50p. Absolutely a massive steal. I think this is like, it takes you back to the like the beginning of Batman. How he became Batman, how he became sort of the Gotham Knight and stuff. Acclaimed screenwriters including David Goyer, Batman Begins, Josh Olson, A History of Violence, and Alan Burnett. Batman the Animated Series joined forces with the revered animation filmmakers on 6 spell-binding chapters chronicling Batman's transition from novice crime fighter to the Dark Knight. These globe-spanning adventures in pit Batman against the fearsome Scarecrow, the freakish Killer Croc, the unerring marksman Deadshot. From some of the world's most visionary animators comes a thrilling depiction of Batman as a man, myth and legend. I'm hoping the Joker's in this, actually, I hope. But it's got some of the villains in there, so I think 50p is worth a look at. Actually, I might watch that in a bit, actually. It's only 110 anyway, so I like the Batman. I've never watched really much of the animated series, so this would be a really good, seeming I like the actual Arkham Asylum games and stuff, and yeah, it's just fantastic. So yeah, that's the back of the case just there. And then we've got the disc right there, the Blu-ray disc. That looks quite cool. So we've got 6 we've done now. Blu-rays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Also, another film I've seen ages ago. This is the extended edition, and just probably a really good film, but it doesn't really beat the TV series at all. The TV series with George Peppard. Yes, you've guessed it, guys and girls, and Matt Murdock and all the other cast of the original. Doesn't the actual film doesn't beat the TV series. We have the A-Team. Yeah, there we go. And in this one, it says here, they are armed, dangerous, downright crazy. Buckle up for an adrenaline-fueled, action-packed thrill ride, starring Liam Neeson. I mean, okay, he's supposed to be, I think, he's supposed to be Hannibal, is it? And, I don't know. And then we've got Quinton Jackson, I think his name. Quinton Rampage Jackson from UFC, if you guys and girls are into UFC and all that. I don't really watch it that much. I watch it when you've got Ronda Rousey and then you've got some other, like, sort of decent fighters in there. Or if you've got CM Punk. I watch it when CM Punk's in there. Because I used to watch him when he was in wrestling. And now he's like done with wrestling. He's just doing this UFC, but he only done one match and he got his ass literally choked out and all that. Totally choked out. But hopefully he does another match at some point, maybe after Christmas next year into some time, and literally comes back and makes a little bit of a winning impact. But yeah, we have the A-Team. So what's this? Bradley Cooper, Quinton Rampage Jackson, Sharito Copley, convicted by military court for a crime they didn't commit. A daring team of former Special Forces soldiers must utilize their unique talents to break out of prison, tackle their toughest mission yet. It's going to take guts, split-second timing, and an arsenal of explosive weapons. This is the job for the A-Team. This is a triple play edition of the A-Team, contains a Blu-ray, a DVD and a digital copy, all for £1 from the CEX store. So that's actually not too bad considering, guys and girls. Actually, I would recommend you guys and girls to collect these sort of Blu-rays at the moment, because 4K's slowly transcending, it's slowly coming out. And that's going to be the newer technology. And then they'll probably have 8K Blu-ray coming out, which is like double the 4K. So it'll be like 4 times sharper than your 4K films when the 8K films come out. And then you'll have like 12 and then you have 24K films come out. And then they'll probably come up to like 32K. I mean, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's going to get better. Technology is going to get better. It's going to get superior over time. And then it's just gonna like be mind blowing. It's gonna make you think that you're literally in that film, and it's just gonna be just awesome. I mean, we've got that Atmos surround sound and all that, where now you can sit in a room and it sounds like some helicopter coming over your head and coming round every single one. So it's just surrounding your head, it's surrounding the sides, the left, your back. So you're hearing it totally all the way around your head and everything. So it's going to be fantastic. I haven't heard Atmos before, and when I started doing sort of like the Dolby Atmos research on it, and apparently it's the new technology which is like Dolby surround sound, but basically instead of 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound, you're getting literally an extra experience with the sound going straight over the head. So when helicopters come into it, it sounds like they're above you, besides them being on the side, left, right, in front of you and back and all that. It's just absolutely amazing technology they're coming up with. So there we go. That's the sort of disc you get with the one disc, and plus you get like little paperwork there and stuff, like sort of stuff. And then you got the one disc. Actually, got one disc there, and then you've got also another 2 discs. One, I believe, is the digital copy for the disc. And actually with Blu-ray, it's fantastic. Blu-ray films are way better than DVD because they don't hardly scratch unless you're getting a razor blade and you sharpen it. That's the only thing. But yeah, there's another 2 discs right there. So that's disc 1, 2, or basically the movie now plays on the go. So you put the digital copy in there. That the digital copy is the orange one. They don't do those sort of digital copies no more. The ones with disc, they have like a sort of like a code where you put in them. And so you got that one. That's disc 1. That's probably the main Blu-ray film. Yeah, it's the Blu-ray DTS HD Master Audio. So you have that one, and then you have those 2 there as well. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So there we go. We've got the back there, and you have the front of the case, and so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 films there, and I'm going to do another quick 3, which I'm going to pick on my favourites at the moment. So actually 2 of my favourites, and 1 film I haven't seen yet is the 2014 version of Godzilla. I'm not too sure if this is a Japanese version. It was just this spectacular adventure pits Godzilla, the world's most famous monster, against malevolent creatures that, boasted by humanity's scientific arrogance, threaten our very existence. It says here, short list, thrilling, unmissable, and awesome by the Daily Star Sunday. Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures presents a Legendary Pictures production, a Gareth Edwards film. Godzilla, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ken Watanabe, Elizabeth Olsen, Juliette Binoche, Sally Hawkins with David Strathairn, and Bryan Cranston. Oh, we got Bryan Cranston in it. Dave Jordan, Alexandra Despet. So yeah, they got like different people in it. Never heard some of these actors before, but that's the case there. The front, £1.50. Can't go wrong with that. It's supposed to be. I want to try and get the classic original version, the first ever. I think there was like a sort of a black and white version of it. But I'm gonna have a look at this. But this is on Blu-ray as well, Blu-ray DVD. So yeah, and that's the back there. That's just your main sort of like Blu-ray film, and the disc is actually another blue version of it. So that's a blue version. It says Godzilla on it, and it's a 12 as well. So 12-year-olds can watch that as well. That's pretty cool. Alright, and another 2 more films, which I'm going to choose this time because I've got quite a few films I've bought. But I want to show you a couple of my favourites, which I am going to show you. Now, I'm going to keep this one for last, but here's one I watched. I haven't watched it in 3D yet, which is a shame because 3D is supposed to be quite good, and I've heard it's quite good. This is Spider-Man Homecoming. I actually kind of enjoyed it, actually. I thought it was going to be a sort of like the Amazing Spider-Man, which was absolutely flipping terrible. Number 2 was. The first Amazing Spider-Man was absolutely great. And then with the other films after that, the number 2, it just went downhill for some reason. Because, I mean, you had that, what's his name in it? That bloke, he would go around electrocuting everybody. I forgot, not Shocker. Actually, Shocker is in this, by the way, guys and girls. He's basically, and then in the original number 3, you've got Sandman. They should have brought Sandman in this, really, actually. That would have been cool. But this is supposed to be like when he first starts out. A young Peter Parker, Spider-Man Tom Holland, who made his sensational debut in Captain America Civil War, begins to navigate his newfound identity as the web-slinging superhero. Thrilled by his experience with the Avengers, Peter returns home where he lives with his Aunt May Marissa Tomei, under the watchful eye of his new mentor Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he's actually in the Iron Man, and he's got his suits in and all that kind of stuff, and it's very good where they did a little bit of a crossover with Iron Man into the film. That's pretty cool. Peter tries to fall back into his normal daily routine, distracted by thoughts of providing himself to be more than just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. But when the Vulture, yes, the Vulture turns up into this, I thought what's the name was going to turn up, actually, the Green Goblin, but I think it's because they did it. I think he comes along a little bit later on. Probably maybe they'll make another film where the Green Goblin comes in. Hopefully they can keep the same kid in there as well. That'd be quite cool. Or the young lad that plays Spider-Man. Michael Keaton is absolutely a flipping badass villain in this. But then he ends up turning good near the end and stuff. So, well, I would say he kind of turns good. But he's still like a naughty boy or naughty man in there. Naughty villain. I think they're gonna probably bring Vulture back out because he ends up going to prison and all that kind of stuff. But no more about it. No more say about it. But yeah, so that's the front of the case. That's the back of the case. This is like sort of like a little sleeve it's in. Nice little sleeve. A little side there as well. Oh, hang on. There we go. That one there. And that's the front of the case there. The Vulture basically dragging him. And then we've got him on the back here. And then we get the 3D version of Spider-Man. So there's the 3D version. And then we have the standard Blu-ray. This is by Marvel Studios, by the way. I love Marvel. I love everything about Marvel. And this is Homecoming, it's called. So Spider-Man Homecoming. It's basically just him doing his actual stuff of just protecting people and protecting his Aunt May as he always does and all that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Love that. It's actually one of my favourite films. But one of my actual all-time favourite films I was watching the other day, which I picked up for £4, and it's one of the best films, science fiction, alien films I've ever seen, that's ever been made, with aliens and spaceships, and it's just blew me away with the surround sound on it. I was watching it yesterday, and I watched some of it this morning because I actually watched half of it yesterday and I fell asleep, so I watched the last bit of the half of it this morning with Richard Dreyfuss. This is a 2-disc special edition, but it's got 3 versions on it. You've got the special edition, you've also got the classic